somewhere I have lost my original goal, ending child exploitation. I got caught up in the drama. That ends now. Things are changing at Onora. Please join us live tonight. We have a lot to say. We are Onora. You have to expose the ugly in order to get the ugly to stop. You have to stand where others will bend. Onora does not bend. We continue to hear the word child exploitation, right? Like that's the word we keep hearing here. But this is a Alicia Dougherty hate channel. They only speak on Alicia. That's it. So how are you so against child exploitation when there are channels out here and content out here of children actually being put in danger, children actually being put in harm's way, being exploited on TikTok, on YouTube? There's thousands of family channels, not just the Dougherty dozen, and nothing gets said about those channels. You only speak on this one family who, in my opinion, does the bare minimum when it comes to a family channel. Like you've got the Ace family. I mean, so many different family channels out there that their children are the full target of their channel. And you can see these kids feeling like they have to fake it and all of these things. I did get a couple of clips of two different channels that I just wanted to make people aware of. And if these people, Onora, who cares so much about child exploitation, wants to see, I think these are two channels that deserve to be talked about. Two channels that if you're really against child exploitation, which I'm sorry, but I'm not saying that they're for child exploitation. I'm saying I don't think they really care the way that they say they do. And I think that it's really easy to say that you stand against these things when you have grew your channel off of Alicia's back and hating Alicia, and that is your one greater cause, right? So it's easy to say that you stand against it and all of these things. But I think that that is just, it's disgusting. It's disgusting to use such an important thing and to say that you're doing it for a better reason when the true reason is hate. It's just hate. You don't like her. Okay. So just be honest about that. Stop using child exploitation. Stop exposing these children's information. Stop talking about the kids at all. When there's channels out here that really do deserve some awareness put on them, but you're talking about this woman who, oh my goodness, y'all, like the things she does for her family. And I watch her videos sometimes and I'm like, I have 3 kids and it's a struggle. It's hard. Alicia gets up so early to take care of her kids, to do all these things, to make sure her kids are taken care of, to make sure that they can go through their day without so much, without issue, just making their lives easier. You know what I mean? The Snaggerty board, all the things that she does, all the sports, making sure everyone's getting to where they need to go to, even with the open adoption and making sure that she has this open communication with the families of these kids who are still in the kinship situation or foster care situation, that she has that relationship with their parents. It allows them to talk to their parents. People in foster care, a lot of foster parents would not do that. Say what you want about Alicia. People are going to anyways. People feel the way they feel, and I'm not telling you how to feel. In my opinion, it is so wrong to try to demonize her when you have channels out here like this one here.
To our family.
I'm speechless with what's coming out of your mouth.
I'm being honest.
Like, what more can you hurt me for?
I can't hurt you. You don't deserve me. You cannot treat me like a queen, right? And think that
that light is hurting my face.
Do you think I give a fuck what's gonna hurt your face? I don't. Newsflash.
That channel. who, since the day that their baby was born, 5 months old today, has exploited that little baby. Every TikTok that they do is that baby. Every little false narrative that they put out there, or every little thing that they put out there, is that baby and around that baby. They had a whole content baby, and it's very obvious that they are exploiting that child. Then the abuse, and that's just a small clip, and I know it's disturbing to see. I know it is. Trust me, I know this isn't easy stuff, you guys. It's not easy for me to see. This kind of stuff really makes me angry, and that's why I don't talk about it more than I do on my channel, because I get very upset about it. Channels like this, also on TikTok, that's where it's the worst, okay? TikTok is horrible, but who makes content that is really exploiting their children, and in the process of trying to have another to gain for the adults' benefit, for them to gain money, for them to gain clicks and views. Other family channels that do pranks that go way too far. And unfortunately, again, the kids are a lot of times the focal point with those channels. These aren't even the worst ones. I want to alliterate. These aren't even the worst ones. I try to keep this as PG as possible, but I'm trying to prove the point that there are channels out there that need to be talked about. There are channels out there that really are exploiting their children and putting their children in danger, okay? And these are just examples. This particular video, the baby mama or wife was doing a prank where she egged her husband. The child was in it. A lot of times their little girl is in them, and it goes too far. There has also been pranks that I've went too far, where the father had actually pulled a gun. I'm not going to show that one, but actually pulled a gun out and pointed it at people to show that he means business. To be in a home where guns are being pulled out, weapons are being thrown around like this and that, to be doing things like that, I think it's too far. In my personal opinion, again, it's too far. There are channels out here that I know actually deserve to be talked about and are doing horrible things with their children involved in their content. And these channels are not talking about them. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because they can't monetize it. You can't monetize weapons being slung around. You can't monetize children being hit. You can't monetize children being put in danger, right? Like, you can't make no money off that. So of course you're not going to talk about it. Don't tell me that you care about child exploitation if you cannot put if you can't raise awareness on those channels, the real dangers out here. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Y'all, we got the eggs. So then we gonna sit the eggs right here by you. So when he get in and start straightening up,
Open the eggs.
we can open it and then, but we can't do it so loud that he hear. You feel what I'm saying? Doing that shit to me, bitch! Watch your mouth! Stop playing with me! In my console! Stop playing with me! What y'all doing? Stop playing with me! Get your bitch ass in!
I ain't playing too much, bro. Why you keep playing with me? Stop playing with me. Huh?
I know you ain't egg my baby!
Yeah, because you want to be with the op. You talking about?
Why would you do that?
Bro!
Stop playing with her!
Nah, don't cry now. You just with the opposition. Now you egg face like me.
Y'all see how he gets so serious?
This is PG to what happens on these two specific channels. And I know it's hard for people to see that, and I apologize, but I think it needs to be seen that stuff like that is happening. It's not okay. There are channels out here that should be talked about that are not talked about. There are channels out here that are putting their kids in danger. And that is why I think Onora is a joke. And I think anyone else out here talking about the Dougherty dozen when shit like that is happening is a joke. Especially when it is putting out private information on children and you are adding to the problem. If you are not really, like, it's, again, it is okay to say you disagree with something she does. I feel like I have to keep alliterating that. But it is completely different, okay? It is completely different to give your opinions and do what a lot of these channels do. Flaunting your children around for money, putting your children in dangerous situations on a daily, mind you. These channels are doing it on a daily. And making fun of it as they're running around each other, trying to hit each other, their babies screaming and crying in the car. And the video just a rolling. Let's leave that in. Ooh, they'll think that's funny. That makes this sassy. That makes it spicy, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And YouTube isn't doing anything about it. So I do think that talking about child exploitation is important. But if you're going to, you need to talk about the real problems out here, because there are real problems out here. There are real channels out here doing the most.